Hello, I'm Greg Solomon. I am going to demonstrate in this video clip how easy it is to locate someone simply from the information that they make available in the video clips that they post. And the individual that I'm going to use for my demonstration is Mr. Zen Archer. Now, the reason I've chosen to use Mr. Archer for my demonstration of video internet safety is because Mr. Archer posted a video clip out on YouTube about a week or so ago entitled Internet Safety, a PSA, which of course stands for Public Service Announcement. And in that video clip, Mr. Archer admonished everyone concerning the protocols and the mandates that are required for internet safety. However, the problem is Mr. Archer apparently does not follow those mandates or that protocol himself. Allow me to demonstrate. I have only watched approximately 5 of Mr. Archer's video clips out of his 99 or 100 clips. And in those 5 video clips that I've watched, I've gained some very valuable information that Mr. Archer has made available to everyone. I found out that Mr. Archer goes by the nickname Poe, and he's been known as Poe for approximately 20 years. Mr. Archer also has some very identifiable tattoos on his body, which he has shown quite often in video clips. Mr. Archer has let everyone know that he is around 5 feet 3 inches tall. Mr. Archer has let everyone know that he lives in the state of Ohio. In one of his video clips, Mr. Archer took a video camera with him on his trip to the hospital. He took his mother to the hospital to get some blood work done. Mr. Archer has been living off of, with his mother for approximately 6 years now, and apparently he goes once a month to a local hospital for blood work for his mother. He took the video camera with him and went inside the hospital. While he was inside the hospital, he videotaped some things inside the hospital. The thing is, he videotaped some symbols that the hospital uses. Hospitals use symbols or colors throughout the inside of the hospital. They might put their symbol on the mat, for instance, the welcome mat as you're coming in the doorway. They might have the symbol on the wall. If you would stop frame a couple of frames in that video clip, you'd see very clearly the symbol of that hospital, which would tell one what chain of hospitals that particular hospital belongs to. Also, when Mr. Archer, or Poe, shall we call him, he said he's been known as Poe for the last 20 years. Well, when Poe went outside the hospital and into the parking lot to get back to his car, or his mother's car, as the case may be. Anyway, as he went back out into the parking lot, he turned the video camera around and presented a nice, clear video shot of the outside of the hospital, the entire outside of the hospital from the parking lot. And by doing that, he made it very, very easy for anyone to figure out what part of Ohio, or I should say anyone familiar with the state of Ohio, made it very easy for a person to figure out exactly what part of Ohio Poe is living in. All a person needs to do is put the pieces together, take a look at that videotape, look at the hospital, be very recognizable, and be able to basically place Poe within a few square miles. Poe also said in one of his video clips that he liked going from time to time to a coffee shop during open mic night, so he could sit back and sip coffee and listen to the music during open mic night. And he said this coffee shop was a Christian-based sort of a coffee shop, which he didn't seem too happy with. However, he said it was better than nothing. Well, by giving that information and using the videotape of the hospital so that we could pinpoint the area of Ohio that he's in, it'd be quite easy to find a local Christian coffee shop in town that Poe visits from time to time. And also, Poe has let us know that he goes to this hospital once a month. By doing that, he has actually established a pattern for anyone looking for such a pattern. So what I'm saying basically is that Poe is not following the admonishments that he's mandating for other people. Poe has basically let his guard down and not practice what he's preached out here on the internet concerning internet safety. Also, I thought this story about the police officer friend of Mr. Archer, whose job Mr. Archer said it was to apparently survey the internet for people who might give their information out, such as this girl who I forget what she was looking for, some sort of dolls or something on the internet. Anyway, this supposed police officer friend of Poe's got her information off of the internet and went to her high school to talk with her and tell her that she was endangering herself by giving her information out on the internet. And then he went to her parents' home and told them as much also. Poe said that was his job, that was the police officer's job. Now, I've known a couple of police officers, and in fact do know a couple of police officers at the present time, and I've heard of them maybe staking something out, or maybe doing some surveillance as far as a child chat room or something. I've heard of that. I'm sure many of you have seen that on Dateline NBC, and they might set a trap for an adult who is going out to these child chat rooms, whatever. But I know of no such job that would entail a police officer to cruise and surf through the internet looking for people who are trading in dolls or whatever, and then finding them at their school, young people, and going into their schools and tracking them down and telling them that they are endangering themselves by giving out information, by giving out their high school colors or their high school symbols or mascots on the internet. That story concerning Poe's friend, let me be quite frank, reeks of BS. You'll notice also that this video clip is in black and white. And the reason I put this in black and white is because it goes along with the facts of this video clip, which are black and white. There's no middle ground. Basically, Poe has not adhered to the mandates that he has dictated that others adhere to for internet safety. And I think I've given Poe some things to think about and some areas to work on. Until next time, this is Greg Solomon saying take care.